Okay, we are working on the Pacific Pullover, the option that does not have the front pocket, and we are going to have 3 pieces for now. We're going to have our front, and we're going to cut it out without this pocket. So you can either just cut your pattern piece straight here, or if you think you might want to do the pocket later, just fold it back. And we're cutting this front on the fold, make a notch in the center, so it makes it easier to put on your neckband or whenever you put in your zipper. And you're also going to cut out your back. It's cut on the fold, and you have your center marked. And then you have your side front, and that's 2 mirrored pieces. So the first step is going to be to attach your side panels to the front. So you're going to put your right side facing up. This is an athletic brushed poly, so it's a little bit harder to tell the front from the back. So I am going to find my right sides, and this is my right side. So the first thing I do is I put them where it's going to be once I've sewn them, so I can make sure that I get the right side panel on the right side. So you know you have it on the right side because the arm side will look like this. It goes down, and you know you have it on the wrong side if your arm side makes a V up. So you're going to put it on the correct way, and then you're going to put them right sides together. You're going to match your notches. There's notches on the pattern pieces so that you can make sure you're lining them up straight. So you're going to put a clip there, and then you're going to start by easing in. Whenever you're sewing this, you're going to ease in this side, and you're going to notice that there's a gray little dog ear sticking up, and you're going to match the seam at this seam line. So you want it to be right where you're going to be sewing is where it overlaps. You're going to do that on both sides. We're going to sew this together with a stretch stitch on our regular machine or your serger with a 3/8 inch seam allowance, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now we have sewn the princess seams on our top, and we are going to top stitch. I'm going to press mine towards the center and top stitch down this. So you can either use your twin needle or your cover stitch on this. It's really fun to do a reverse cover stitch on this for extra detail. For my twin needle, I set my stitch length to between 3.5 and 3.8. Okay, so we have sewn our front part together. Now's the time to give your princess seams a really good press. I think that's really the difference in garments that look like they were handmade and not, I mean, all garments are made by someone's hands, but it makes your garment look much more professional when you give your seams a really good steam. Okay, so our next step that we're gonna do on this top is we're gonna sew our shoulder seams together. And so we're going to put right sides together, checking to see which one's my right. And we're going to sew the shoulder seams. And after we sew the shoulder seams, we're going to go ahead and sew up our sides as well. So we're going to sew here and here. And then we are also going to sew all along our side. And whenever you match up your shoulder seam, you're going to, again, match it up at the stitch line. It might be hard to see that since they're the same fabric, but you're going to have a little dog ear on the neckline side. So I'll sew that and be right back.